Okay.
Where do you think CBT is evolving to?
Where's it going into?
Yeah, what's it evolving into?
Well, what I think is in a few years' time, there's going to be a whole unified theory. Therapy has to be based on an understanding of the anatomy of the mind and the body, as it were, just as surgery and medicine are both based on physiology and anatomy. So the unified theory is going to be based on the psychology of the individual, but we'll have to take into account the neuroscience aspects because there's a lot of interaction between, say, genetic variants and psychological problems, and the hormones are in there. So once there's a unified theory, then you're going to get a formulation for each type of disorder, which we now have, by the way, but it doesn't include all the neuroscience stuff. And then from that, you will be able to choose which methods, which strategies are going to be appropriate for the patient. It's not no longer going to be called cognitive therapy. It's going to be called psychotherapy, which will be the term, that's the generic term, just as many years ago there were 4 branches of medicine. There was osteopathy and chiropractic and homeopathy and what was called medicine. Now today there primarily is just medicine. And so there's just going to be one psychology or neuropsychology of the individual, and there'll be an overall thesis as to what normal and abnormal psychology is and what adaptation, maladaptation is. And then from that, a wide variety of strategies can be used.
And do you think this unified theory is going to use the cognitive model as its basis?
I think so. I think the cognitive model up until now has been able to provide verified formulations for at least 30 or 40 different problems. Everything from procrastination to fear of cardiac arrhythmia, and so on and so forth. So there's been a number of formulations, and chronic fatigue syndrome, hypochondriasis, all have a cognitive formulation that has been confirmed in experimental studies, and also the research, the strategies have also been confirmed.